Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Eddie here at Eddie Makes Art, and today I'm going to decorate some storage. And so what I have here is a box. I have some gloss medium, and I have some gel prints that I created on tissue, all in the same color story, so that I can apply it to my box. And the reason I'm doing this is because where I've moved, there's very little storage for my stuff. Meaning, just very little storage, let's just say. So, what I needed to do was to I need containers to put in ephemera or prints I've made, small bits and pieces here and there. And so I started making these boxes, and this is just an Amazon box. I cut the flaps off, and then I took one of the flaps and I put it inside here so it's nice and even. And then I just painted the outside in white acrylic and then the inside in black acrylic. That's all I did. And then I just took a little bit of masking tape and I went around the top edge of the box so the corrugated part wouldn't be showing. Just tape that with some glue down there. And I figured I'm just gonna cover it with some gel prints. So this is another great way to use gel prints. Now, you don't have to do it this way. You can just use what you have already, but I just wanted it to make it a nice consistent color. And I went through the prints that I had, and I didn't have enough to glue on the box that would all coordinate together, if that makes sense. So this is the print I started with. And what it is emerald, and I just got glue all over it. Let me get some of this off of here. We don't need you yet. There's glue on my mat from another project. So what I did was I took emerald and I believe it was phthalo blue from my Hippie Crafter paint box, and I just did dots of it on the plate, and I made, I think it was 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I figured that's enough plus extra to cover this box. And what I did was I then went over it with a glaze of this dragonfly stuff, the Color Shift. This stuff here, Color Shift from Folk Art in Dragon Flash. And just to give it a nice shine, because the paints I was using were not metallic or shiny. So I said, let me give it a shine with the nice glaze of that dragonfly stuff, which is very good. So I left this one without any stamping on it so you could see what the print looked like. And then what I did is I took some violet paint in a transparent, I think it was this one. Yeah, it's the Winsor Violet from Winsor Newton, and I just took my stamps. These are my own design, available at PM Artist Studio, and I just stamped out the design all over. I did the same here with the inverse version of this stamp on here. So I did, 3 sheets of each. Now, this is, you gotta be careful. Don't put too much paint on your stamp when you're stamping, because it's liable to slip and mess up like that, but that's okay. So I did 3 of these, and I thought I did 3 of these. Am I missing one? Has one gone rogue? Oh no, it's not. Well, I did 2 of these, 3 of these, and then 2 of the, I'm sorry, I did 2 of these, 3 of these, and then the singular one. Well, what I can do is I can show you how I stamp that. So I'm gonna get a little of that purple paint here on my plate. Now, the thing with using your foam stamps and acrylic paint is that you need to wash it immediately after you use it. Meaning, do not allow the paint to dry on the stamp. That will, because acrylic is basically a plastic, and that will seal up the design, and it won't allow the stamp to accept any ink or other mediums. There's my little brayer here. I always keep when I'm using stamps and paint, I use my water, or I keep a container of water right next to me. That way I can just drop and rinse them off later. But by the time I go rinse them off, they've been sitting there long enough where gravity's done most of the work and sucked out most of the paint out of the stamp, and I just gotta rinse it under some water. So make sure there's enough on here. And then all I did was laid down the design. Great way to decorate your papers. In just a couple of minutes, you can create a cool design on your tissue, and then you have that to decorate with. So I was thinking maybe doing this pattern on one long side and then one short side, and then doing the other pattern the same way on the opposite side. So I think that's what I'm going to start with. Okay, I think I'll start with this side here and this print. My only thing is I don't know what to do about the edges, honestly. So what I might do is fold that down so there's some go into there, and then just bring it to the edge a little bit down here. That's my thinking. I think that'll be fine. I'm not looking to make, no fancy schmancy box. I just need something for storage, and I wanted to make it cute. Okay, so here is the final box. Look at that beautiful thing. So these were little, they were actually going to be ATCs, and I was looking for something just to add on to these, onto the boxes to give it a little bit more something. Hey, kitty. Every time I turn the camera on, Shadow has to speak up. So we might have to interview her one day. Where are you? Anyway, so these were going to be ATCs, and this is texture paste that I put through a stencil. And then it's on black mixed media paper. And then I went over it on the gel plate with some gold paint. Or it's brass paint, something like that. Anyway, so I just put one on either side. But I left the front open in case I need to, you know, put something in that's going to let me know what's in here, or just something. I don't know. I just thought it might be convenient to leave that open. So I took the rest of the pieces of the prints and I glued them on the inside. And I mean, I did my best to match it up, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't about that. It was just, you know, using up the rest of the prints. And then here are the dividers I made. So it's a little up close. So on some of these, to finish off the edges, I used this stuff here. Where is you? I literally just had, there we go. So this is metallic gilding polish. What's the color here? It's a Gold Treasure gilding polish from, who's the company here? creativeexpressions.uk.com. And this stuff is fun. And so I just use my finger and rub along here. And once it's dried, it's permanent, which is great. And then, you know, you can see it. Look, I wasn't being messy. I intentionally did that so that it would just look, you know, natural, like it was already there. So you see here, I've alternated the pattern with the strips of paper. So this will fit in like this. And yeah, some of them are shorter than others. Some have tabs. I can add tabs to this. But I just wanted a variety of sizes depending on what I put in, because sometimes things might be taller, things might be shorter. So I'll use the shorter ones obviously for the shorter stuff. So there's one. Here's another one, and this one has the little notches cut off. These were actually already notched. That's how the packaging came. And then this has that gel print on it, and then I put this gel print on, and then took a piece of that and just added it to the front, just a little extra. Now this one's a little smaller. It doesn't fit. It doesn't go all the way out to the sides, but that's okay, because it's, like I said, it's just a divider. Once the box is full, it won't really need, you know, to be hitting the sides. Here's another one, and this was a brayer off paper that I used, and then this was a print I laid on top here and then folded it over. So all I did was I used a white Posca pen on these edges, and then for this one I used some of that brick print on the edges, because this print didn't go all the way out to the edges, so I had some cardboard showing. So I went and just covered that, and then I used some more of, actually no, on this one I used a gold pen, metallic pen, which I'm almost out of, to go around the edges. And then I've got these two prints here, and then this one on the back. And I try to stick within the theme of the colors of the box, but also introducing some orange, because there is orange on here and there's some on here. So that was my reasoning for that. And then here again, I used this print didn't go all the way over, so I sliced it up and inserted this bit here, and then added another strip from this print here. And then on here, I used some of that gilding paste to fill in some of the more bare areas. And let's see, this one's notched, and you know, you can use it either way. But this one is one of the ones that is that fits in. As you see, this one sticks up, but this is like, you know, for your taller stuff. Here's another one with the butterflies, and then this strip here. And this one I used the black Posca pen on the edges. This is a fun one. And on this one I used some of that orange print again, and then there was a bit of a gouge in the corner here where the paper would just, there was no, like it was just, you know, ripped. That's why the cross is here. And I said, why not? Let's just add something fun there. And then I just went around with the gilding paste. And then here it was just 2 panels of prints. And I was like, I need something. So I had some more of this brick print. I think Rhonda sent me that. And then I added some gilding paste. And then there's this print here again. And I added that here. I might decorate this some more. I kind of like it the way it is, you know. And then, so they all fit in wonderfully. And all I have to do now is fill it up with my stuff. And I just got a wonderful box of Happy Mail from my friend Darcy over at Darcy's Mixed Media, or Misadventures with Mixed Media. And she sent me some really beautiful, amazing things to play with. So a lot of that will probably go in here. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you try it. It's a great way to use up your gel prints. Especially if you do long hauls like I do, and you know, you have all these extra papers, so this is a great way to use them. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you very soon. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's really important. And, you know, leave a comment if you want.